Alright, now before we go with the medians and quartiles, the first most important fact is that the data which is there, the raw data, the discrete data, the X, should be arranged in the ascending order or descending order. We will go with the ascending order. So after the data has been sequentially clarified, put in ascending order or descending order, yeah, we'll go with ascending, then only we can use the formula and find out the locations and the positions. So rule number 1 is arrange the data in ascending order. So in the question number 7, right, in which a raw data is given, I will straight away put the data, arrange the data in the ascending order. So the question has, we have 0, 7, 10, right? Okay, 0, 7, 10, we have 18, after 18 we have 25. Okay, I'm just, the data is just raw, I'm just putting it in ascending order. 25, then we have 36, 38, 36, 38, then we have 40, yep, after 40 we have 45, then 56, 60, so 45, 56, 60, okay, after 60 we have 65, that's it. Then what in 70s do we have? We have 77, right? That's it, 77. Then in 80s we have 88, we have 95, that's it, 83. So 83, 88 and 95. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 entries, let me count out there. Okay, out there we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So these number of entries and those number of entries are tallying. Perfect. So it's raw data. Can I say n is equal to 16? I'll be using my formulae. Simple. First, Q1 is said to be the lower quartile, lies in n by 4th observation. So I can say Q1 lies in 16 by 4, which is 4th observation. So therefore the answer of Q1 is, first the data is in ascending order. This is first, second, third and fourth. So wouldn't 18 be my answer of Q1 because it is the 4th term or 4th observation, right? Let's go further. Second, median. Second, median, which is also called Q2, lies in, now when it is even, when n is even, the formula is half n by 2th plus n by 2 plus 1th observation. So median lies in half bracket n. N is 16. N is 16. It's even. So my answer is going to be 16 by 2. That's 8th observation. 16 by 2 plus 1. That's 9th observation. So my answer is going to be, median answer is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is the 8th observation. This is the 9th observation. So half 40 plus 45. That's going to be 85 by 2. 42.5 should be my answer of median. Right? The next one, quartile 3. Upper quartile, the location lies in 3n by 4th observation. So Q3 lies in 3 into 16 by 4th. That is going to be the 12th term. So the answer of Q3 is 12th term. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 65 for y'all. This is the 12th observation. So the value of Q3 is 65. So in the question, they are asking me find median, upper quartile and interquartile range. Now, guys, interquartile range, the formula is Q3 minus Q1. 65 minus Q1 is 18. That's how much? 5 and 3 gone, 7. 5. 47 should be the interquartile range. So this was the sum which was based on raw data finding medians and median and quartiles. Talking about the 8th question. It's a question on ungrouped data. For ungrouped data, remember, cumulative frequency should be found out. Should be found for ungroup and group data, both. So we need to find out the cumulative frequency. That's my first step for the ungrouped or group data to find median or quartiles. Let's start the show. Let's begin with the question number 8. I need to make the table in a vertical format. Okay, the given part is weight is 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. So we have weight. After this, we have number of boys. Okay, and that is 10, 14, 18, 12, 6. Now, if this column is an increasing column only, purely increasing, if it is, we call this as cumulative frequency itself. But when there is an increase and there is a decrease, there is a dual nature, bidirectional, it is going to be frequency. Yeah, so this is frequency, this is like your X. The next is CF, which we call it as cumulative frequency. So we need to find it out to find the median, the cumulative frequency. Trace down the first element. Cross add 10 plus 14, 24 plus 18, 42 plus 12, 54 plus 6. Right. So answer is going to be 60. All of you all remember one thing, this 60 is said to be your capital N. So if you remember, for grouped and ungrouped data, I said it's not going to be small n, it's going to be capital N. So 60 is your capital N, it is even. What do you have to find out? Median, you have to find out everything. Can I say, since n is even students, come on. First, quartile 1 lies in, quartile 2 which is median lies in, quartile 3 lies in. This we'll do it later. What is the formula? The formula is n by 4th term, n by 2th term, 3n by 4th term. This is not the answer, this is the location. Come on, 60 by 4, 15th term, 60 by 2, 30th term, 45th term. So these are my locations of my answers, not the answers. I'm sorry. Listen now. We have got, according to the formula, I've just used the formula, n is even, capital N, which is summation fx. Come on. When you add this, you're going to get the same thing as 60, right? Okay, now listen, it's a new concept. Quartile 1, which is a lower quartile, the location is the 15th term. Tell me, in the cumulative frequency column, in this column, 15 comes between whom? Can I say between 10 and 24? Select the higher one and box it. 15 comes between 10 and 24. Out of them, select the higher and box it. the x of this is your answer. So quartile 1 answer is 38. Wait. The answer of quartile 1 is 38. Wait, I'll tell you. Wait. Come on, next. 30. 30 lies between 24 and 42. 30 lies between 24 and 42. Select the higher one and box that row. 42 is higher one, box it. This answer is of your quartile 2. So the median is going to be 39. And finally, 45 lies between 42 and 54. Select the higher one, 54, box it. This is going to be your quartile 3. So quartile 3 is 40. And if I'm asking you the interquartile range, it is Q3 minus Q1, which is going to be 40 minus 38, which is 2. So my interquartile range should be Q3 minus Q1, 40 minus 38, 2 should be my answer. Right, wonderful question. So for ungrouped data where X and F are given, you find CF, use the formula, and then use the CF column. Whichever is higher, box X is going to be the answer of your quartiles and median. Right, go through this. Okay, the 9th question is based on a grouped data. So basically you need to just understand one type, one sum, that's more than enough. Right, so for the 9th question, group data in which class interval will be given. So ogive has to be drawn. We'll see how do we go ahead with it. So class interval given to me is 10 to 15 up till 30 to 35. Now first thing is what you do is you ideally find out X, yeah, the midpoint of the class, but in ogive, in median, in quartiles, you don't need that X. It's okay. You don't need it. See that I can write down the number of boys, which is the frequency. It's going to be 11, 25, 12, 5, 2. 11, 25, 12, 5 and 2. Alright, this is like your F. First step, no need for X, midpoint. Midpoint had to be found out to calculate mean, not median and quartiles. Second thing is, it should be a continuous class. Continuous means stop at 15, start at 15, stop at 20, start at 20. Where the class ends, the next class begins from the same point. Okay, you find out cumulative frequency, but obvious. Trace down the first as 11. 11 plus 25, 36 plus 12, 48 plus 5 and 53 plus 2. This is always considered to be your capital N, or even if you add them, it's going to be 55. I can say that it is odd, right? So I will say that N is odd. So let's start with the formula. The question is only asking me for median, but I'll find everything. I'll find the lower quartile, the upper quartile, the median, all. Yeah, let's start. First, lower quartile Q1 lies in N plus 1 by 4th term. That's going to be 55 plus 1 by 4. 55. Hey, come on, yeah. You substitute N as 55. Yeah. 55 plus 1 is 56 by 4. 56 by 4. 4 ones are carry forward. 4 fours are 16. Can I say 16th term? Not my answer, sorry. It's my location of my quartile 1. Come on. Quartile 2 lies in N plus 1 by 2th. (55 plus 1, 56 by 2). 28 term. Quartile 3 lies in that's 48th term. Yeah, because this answer was multiplied with 3. 16 3s are 48. Now let's start the show. 16 between these two, 16 lies between 11 and 36. Select the higher one. This should be my range of quartile 1. I'll come to it. Wait. Answer is always obtained from CI, which is basically X only. 28. Median lies in the 28th position. 28 lies between, again, 11 and 36. Alright. So in the same pointer, I'm also going to get my answer of median. And 48 is going to be this itself. This is going to be my location of Q3. So we have got the range. We have not got entire exact answers. No. Q1 and Q2 both lie between 15 and 20. Q3 lies between 20 and 25. It's just a range of answer. You not got an entire exact answer. To get the exact answer for grouped data, okay, I'm going to draw an ogive. So let's begin. Okay, X, Y. On this axis, it's going to be number of boys, cumulative frequency, class interval. It's starting from 10. It doesn't start from 0. So we have done this in the previous chapter. When the class doesn't start from 0, there is a kink. Okay. You can take 2 centimeter as 5 units. So scale. 2 centimeter is 5 units. This is on the X axis. Y. 2 centimeter is equal to 2 units on the Y axis. Yeah? Fine. Perfect. Let's begin. You can have this as 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Now, we are going to plot CF. Maximum CF is going till 55. So 2 units you can't take 2. It's going to go out of the league. You can take 4 units or 5 units. Make it 5. Okay, sounds appropriate. 2 will be not fitting into the graph. So I can take 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Yeah, 0. That's CF for y'all. Yeah. Okay. So now let's plot. You always remember, please, you need to plot with the upper limit, CI and CF. You don't have to plot frequencies, please. And the plotting should be done with the upper limit. So with a 15, you need to plot 11. With 10, nothing, upper limit. 15, you plot 11. Between 10 and 15, there will be 10 divisions. Between 10 and 15, there will be 10 divisions. That means every second division will be one rise. That's 11. So this is going to be second division after 10. That's going to be 11. With 20, the plot is 36. Alright, 36 will be again the second division. With 25, the plot is 48. Next, the next plot is 53. 53 will be on the 6th division. And last plot is 55. So you join with almost freehand straight lines. And the lower limit is always going to start from 0. This is going to be your ogive. Ogive is always going to be rising, right? Write down the coordinates. 10, 0, 15, 11, 20, 36, 25, 48, 30, 53, and 35, 55. Now you have to find out Q1, Q2, Q3 using the graphs. Okay, that's very important. To find out Q1, you know Q1 lies between 15 to 20. It is in the 16th position. 16th position. So from 16, you take up, okay, you pull a line from Y to the X. From Y to the X. Okay. Are you getting this what I'm saying? Alright. So from 16, if I pull a line, let's take a change in color. And pull it down. It will be somewhere out here. Yeah, this should be the answer of Q1. Okay, in order to find Q2, that is the median, second quartile, you pull a line from 28 because that is the location, the position of Q2. That's not my answer. I've told you that, right? So from 28, so from this graph, 28 will be on the sixth line between 25 and 30. Pull a line horizontal and then pull a line vertical. Yes. This is going to be my answer of Q2. And finally, pull a line 48. 48 will be this sixth line again. It's going to be this itself. Pull it down. My answer will be somewhere out here. 1 second. Okay, it should be somewhere around 25. You pull a line straight. Okay, it is going to be somewhere around 25. That's going to be the downward arrow line. This should be your Q3. So you can say my Q3 answer, that is the third quartile answer. Q1 answer is going to be approximately 16. My Q2 answer is going to be approximately 17 or 18. One up down is okay, it's acceptable. And Q3 answer is going to be 25, right? And obviously the answers are between them only. One ahead, one plus minus is acceptable in board exam. So these are my answers. In the question, they are only asking me median. I found out all of them. So what you do is you trace down the lines from y-axis to x-axis in order to find out lower quartile, upper quartile and median. So trace, pull lines from y to x-axis, right? So go through this 8th question. We have more sums on ogive and question and answers for you all. We'll be taking few more sums on ogive, but before that we are going to proceed with mode. Now what exactly is mode? Mode is a value which appears in the class frequently, many number of times, or can I say maximum times. So mode is that value in a class which appears the maximum, which appears the most number of times, right? So for a raw data, it is very simple. So if you talk about 9th question about mode, it's a question to find out the mode. Raw data value of x given to me are 2, 2, 3, 5, 5, 6, 8, 9. 2, 2, 3, 5, 5, 6, 8, 9. You have to find the median and the mode both in this question. First rule number 1, arrange the data in ascending order. It is already in ascending order, no problems. Second, who appears, which entity, which term appears maximum number of times. Can I say number 5 appears 3 times, maximum number of times. So therefore the mode answer is 5. That's it. You just need to write down a statement. Since 5 appears the maximum number of times in this given discrete data, the mode is 5. Let's count the number of observations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the number of observations are 9 students. Perfect. Okay, it is odd. It's odd. So if it is odd, we have a formula. Median lies in n plus 1 by 2th term. So this is the location, not the answer. Median lies in 9 plus 1 by 2. Come on, put n as 9. Nah? 9 plus 1 by 2, can I say it's going to be the 5th term? 5th observation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is 5 again. So therefore, the median of the class is also going to be 5. So in my question, we have same answer by default. Not always are they going to be the same, but mode is also 5 and median is also 5. This was raw data, right? Raw data. Now, if I talk about ungroup data in which X and F, a tabular format is given, how to find the mode? Very simple again. I'm writing the question, okay, that's question number 10 for y'all. Ungroup data. Let's check. All right, let's check it out. Ungroup data, the question number 10 is height is given and frequency is given. This is the question. Height 120, 121, 22, 23, 24. This is in centimeter. And the frequencies given are 5, 8, 18, 10, 9. This is the frequency. Now, where is the frequency maximum? Can I say the frequency is maximum out here? This is the maximum frequency. This 18. This belongs to the class 122. Therefore, can I say that the mode is 122? That's it. Kiddish. Very simple. So what you do is you select the class having maximum frequency and the class, the X. Yeah, this is like your X, to which the maximum frequency belongs to is your modal class, or you can say that's the mode, right? So mode is not 18. The mode is 122, not 18. So this was about the ungrouped data. We talk about the group data now. Yeah, in the group data, all right, we have been given a class interval, yeah, and we need to find the mode. I'm not drawing or writing down the question. We need a graph for group data. So with the help of a graph, we are going to find out the mode. Let's see how, right? So plotting the graph. The question is expenditure 20 to 25. It starts from 20. So a king to start with. This will be 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. It's going up till 50. And that is going to be the expenditure in rupees. All right. On the y-axis, the maximum is going up till 23. You can take a gap of 2, 4, 6 and so on. So 24, 22, 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 0. This is the y-axis, which is number of students. Perfect. It's your 11th answer. So please write down the scale. X-axis 2 centimeter is equal to 5 units. Y-axis 2 centimeter is equal to 2 units. Right? You can do that. You can write that down. So the first graph which I'm going to make is first is 4. 20 to 25, we have a 4. You are drawing a bar graph to find the mode. Yeah, to find the mode for a group data. The next is 7. Between 6 and 8. The next is 23 and 18. Six and 2. All right. Fine. Which is the tallest building? It is 23. Select the tallest building and join the tips and the corners with the adjacent building. That means this tip of the tallest building and this tip cross join. This tip of the tallest and this tip join. Where they intersect, trace a line straight vertically downwards. This is going to be my mode. So the mode is approximately 33.5 or 33, somewhere around that, 33, 34. So I'm repeating what we did. We drew bar graph, simple like a histogram, not bar but like a histogram. We selected the tallest building, do a crisscross where the two crosses intersect, trace it vertically down. Wherever it meets the x-axis is going to be my mode. You can also be, questioned, what is the modal class? So the modal class is, the class is from 30 to 35. This is going to be the modal class. So can I just review all the 3 types for mode? When raw data is given, you just count, see who comes maximum number of times. That's the mode. When you ungroup data is given, select the maximum frequency. And the X of that maximum frequency is my mode. And guys, for a group data, you draw a histogram, select the tallest building, do crisscross, trace it down where it meets the x-axis. That's the mode. Right. So these are my 3 questions, 3 different varieties based on mode. We're going to go with more sums based on quartile range, interquartile range, median and ogives after this sum. 12th question, right? I have been given a table which I'll be writing it in a vertical form. You have to find median and lower quartile, and there are 2 more questions. Tough. Let's start. These are the questions which come for 6 marks in board exam. 6 marks. I want you to be very, very, very acquainted. We are going to solve 4 to 5 such sums. Let's begin the show. All right. The class interval given to me is, the marks or the class interval is from 0 to 10, it goes 90 to 100. Fine. Now, I have been given the frequency, the number of students. Now, I'm not sure that this is frequency or cumulative frequency. So what I'll do is I'll check the data. Let's write it down. 5, 9, 16, 22, 26, 18, 11. It's frequency. 6, 4, 3. The reason? Because first it is increasing, then it is decreasing. So it's a bi-directional, dual nature. It has to be frequency. I need to find cumulative frequency for median, mode, quartiles, not mode, median, quartiles, etc. Trace down the first. 5. 5 plus 9. 14 plus 16. 30 plus 22. 52 plus 26. 78 plus 18. 96 plus 11. Yeah. 105 plus 6. 111 plus 4 and 115 plus 3. This is said to be your capital N. Capital N. I'll just check. 5, 9, 16, 22, 26, 18, 11. 6, 4, 3. Yeah. 5, 9, 14, 30, 52, 78, 88 and 8, 96. 100 and, oh, some minor mistake, I knew it. When you get such an odd answer, 107 plus 6, 113 plus 4, 117, that makes it 120. Always remember, when you have such an odd eccentric answer, it's always better to check it once. That's what I teach. So 120 is your capital N. Okay, let's draw the ogive. Yeah, in an ogive, we have 0. It starts from 0. 1 centimeter is 10 units. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, maximum CF. You need to plot CF and marks. No need of frequency. It's going till 120. You take 10 centimeter. 1 unit, 10 centimeter. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20. Yeah, this is your CF. This is class interval. Marks. The first plot is always done from the upper limit, which is 10. So with a 10, you have 5. So with a 10, you have 5 exactly at the center. Next is 14. That's going to be the 4th division. Next is 30 and 52. 30 sharp, 52. Right? Second division, 78, 96. 78, 96. 107, 113. 107. 113. 117 and 120. Yeah. So you just make freehand, but try to draw straight lines. This is your ogive. So if you happen to write scale, so on the scale, guys, x-axis, yeah, 1 centimeter is equal to 10 units. Y-axis, 1 centimeter is again 10 units. So both axes, same scale should be followed. You also need to write down the coordinates, which I am not writing as of now. Fine. Now listen to me carefully. These are the marks and these are number of students, which is definitely CF. Number of students. Now the first question they are asking me is find out the median. Remember, it's even. So median lies in n by 2th. That is going to be the 60th term. And quartile 1, which is the lower quartile, lies in n by 4th. N by 4th. 120 by 4, 30th term. Right. Now 30 lies between, it's direct. It's there for me. So this is going to be your location position of Q1. Yeah. And 60 is between both of them. Select the higher one. Higher one is 78. This is my location of Q2, which is the median. Fine. Now, in order to find out the quartile one, lower quartile, yes, what you do is, lower quartile lies in the 30th position. So, trace down a value from 30 downwards, right? Trace down the value 30 downwards. It is going to come at 30 itself. So, this itself is going to be my answer of quartile 1, which should be 30. Trace down from 60 this way, right? Answer should be definitely between 40 to 50. It will be somewhere out here. Yes, somewhere out here, approximately 42. Fine. The next question is Find the number of students who have obtained more than 75% marks. So when questions are asked, you go from x-axis to y-axis. When medians and quartiles are asked, go from y to x. So more than 75% is out here. This is 75%. Trace it straight. Yeah, between 70 and 30, it's 113. Okay. This is for this. It's difficult for me to plot. This is for this. This is for this. Yeah. It's going to be somewhere out here. Trace it horizontal. Now, more than 75 means this way. This way. Upwards. Yeah, outwards, basically. So, basically, my answer is going to be this much. This should be approximately 114, I guess. Somewhat like, yeah, between 70. 114. So, 120 minus 114, can I say 6 students only have scored 75% and above, right? The next, around 6 to 7 students. Number of students who did not pass if passing percentage was 40. So from 40, trace it up. From 40, trace it up. Okay? And trace it this way. So your answer is going to be between 30 and 40 again. Yeah, this way. Somewhere out here. Let's say 53 students. Yeah? Approximately 53 to 54 students have failed. Below 40. Below 40 means within this limit. Inside, inwards. So 53 students are failures if passing percentage was 40. So when questions are asked based on percentage or marks or number, you trace down an arrow from X and then towards Y. When quartiles and medians are asked, go from Y towards X. For me, it's very tedious and difficult to draw right now out here in the air. But this is how the things are. Now guys, in the 13th question, yeah, the marks are same as the 12th. So I have let this column be as it is. Right. Number of students are given, which is the frequency. It's given as 3, 7, 12, 17, 23, 14, 9, 6, 5, 4. We need to definitely find out the cumulative frequency for answering the questions below. So the first one is 3, 3 plus 7, 10 plus 12, 22 plus 17, 39 plus 23, that's 62, plus 14, plus 9, plus 6, plus 5, plus 4. That's going to be your capital N, 100. Fine. Find the median, lower quartile, and questions are asked. Now, N is an even number, students. When N is even, can I say median lies in N by tooth, 100 by tooth, 50th term, right? Okay, and quartile 1, the lower quartile lies in N by 4th, 100 by 4, which is 25th term. Okay, 50 lies between 39 and 62. Select the higher one. My answer will be, the answer of median will be between 40 and 50, which we call it as Q2. 25 is between both of them. Select the higher one. The lower quartile will lie between 30 and 40. So I got my locations, the ranges, not the answer. So we need to draw the ogive. Okay, it's simply again the same. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. This is class interval which represent or denote the marks of students. X-axis, 1 centimeter as 10 units. On the Y, it's going up till 100. You maintain the same record, 1 centimeter as 10 units. 0. This is the y-axis. We are going to plot cumulative frequency, number of students. You can write it down. So 10 centimeter, 1 unit, 10 centimeter on both the axes. That's going to be the scale. Fine. So the first plot always needs to be done with the upper limit. With 10, it's going to be 3. So with 10, it's going to be the third division, third line. Then 10, 22. The next is 10. The next is 22. 39, 62. The next is 39. The next is 62. 76, 85. 91, 96. And 100. And the lower limit is 0, obviously. You can write down the coordinates definitely by yourself. So the first one, the first plotter is going to be Q1. Q1 lies in 25th position. So from here, from the y-axis, you mark 25, trace it down. Yeah, this is going to be Q1 somewhere around 33. So Q1 lies in the 25th position. The answer has to be 33. Definitely the answer has to be between 30 and 40. Talking about Q2, Q2 should be, the answer should be between 40 and 50. It lies in the 50th position. That is the location of Q2. So you trace down a straight line from y-axis where it meets the graph, the curve, the ogive. Put it down from there. Yes. This is going to be the location. Yeah, this is the answer of the median Q2, which should be around 42 to 43. One data, one entry up, down is allowed. Either of the sides. Alright, fine. The two next questions asked are, find the number of students who have secured more than 85% marks. So now whenever such questions are asked to find the number of kids, which is on the y-axis, you trace it down from x to y. This is 85. Get it straight up. Yeah, get it straight up. It's going to be somewhere out here. And trace it on this side, Yes, 85, somewhat like this. It will be somewhere around at 94 or 95. I have to find out the students who have secured more. More means the outward region. So this is also going to be the outward region. Outward means this much will be my answer, this much. How many kids are there? Can I say 94 kids or 95 kids approx have scored below 85%? Totally they have 100. So my answer is 100 minus 94. 6 students have scored more than 85% in examination. And the last one is, if the passing percentage was 35, how many students have failed? Less than 35. Come on, less than 35. From 35, you trace it up and trace it to the left. It will be approximately 38. So 38 kids, because you need to find out the ones who have got less than 35. So the graph will point inwards. So there are 36 to 38 students tentatively who have failed in the exam if 35% would have been the passing percent. Right? So please go through this question. We're going to talk about last 2 more questions from the chapter. Alright, students. Talking about the monthly income in thousands from 6 to 7,000, right? So you have monthly income in thousands. 6 to 7,000, 7 to 8,000, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11 and 11 to 12. So this is in terms of thousands. Apart from this, I have been told the number of employees who earn within this range. So number of employees, which is obviously going to be something like a frequency. Fine. 20, 45, 65. 95, 60, 35. And even they have given me 12,000 to 13,000. So first thing what you do is you find out the frequency. You find out the cumulative frequency. CF. Trace down the first 20. 20 plus 45. 65 plus 65. 130 plus 95. 225 plus 60. 285 plus 30. Now 295, 305, 315 plus 5. 320 should be your capital N, which is going to be even. Now the questions are, find the median, the upper quartile, and two more questions. So obviously if I talk about the median and upper quartile, we have a formula, right? Can I say median, which we also call it as Q2, lies in n by 2, that is 1/60th term. That's the location of my Q2. 160 comes between 130 and 225. Select the higher one. So my answer should be between 9,000 and 10,000 because this is in thousands. Okay, fine. And upper quartile, which is Q3, lies in, the formula should be 3 into n by 4. That is 3 into 320 by 4. That's 3 into, when you calculate, okay, 4 ones are 4 80s are, 3 8s are, 240th term. The location is 240th term. 240 lies between 225 and 285. So this is going to be the answer of your Q3. This is going to be the answer of your median, which is Q2. Lovely. Fine. Now let's plot the graph. So on the graph, it does not start from 0. So there is going to be a kink. Leave one space. 6,000, 7,000, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So this is 6,000, 7,000 goes on. And 13,000. X-axis is the income. This is the monthly income in rupees. Why the maximum is going till 320, you can take a gapping of 50, 2 centimeter as 50 units. So 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300 and 350. So 350, 300, 250, 200, 150, 100 and 50, 0. So can I say on the x-axis, yep, 1 centimeter is equal to 1000 rupees. Y-axis 2 centimeter is equal to 50 employees. Yeah, these are the number of employees on the y-axis. So the first plot is always going to be with 7,000, not 6,000. It has to be with the upper limit. So with 7,000, the answer is 20, right? 20, that's it. So between 50 and exactly at the center is 25. 2 lines lesser, it's going to be 20 with 7. The next answer is 65 at 8,000. 65. At the center, it's 75. 65 will be 2.5 lines down. The next is going to be 130. Between 100 and 150, there is 125. 1 line up. It's going to be 130. 225. Exactly at the center, we have it. Then at 11,285. 275, 1 box up. 315 and 320. 315, 2 boxes, 2 lines down. And 320. just one box below 325. And the starting has to be 0. So that's going to be my ogive for you all. First, median lies in 160th position. So from 160, you trace down a line, drop it down. Answer should be between 9 and 10. Right, guys? So come on. Trace a line, drop it down. This point is going to be your median. And that's going to be somewhere around 9,300 approx. 9,200, 9,300. Second plot is going to be Q3. Q3 lies in 240th term. 240, trace it down. The answer should be between 10 and 11. From here, drop it down. Somewhere approximately 10,400. Look, I may be a bit wrong at the calculation, but my aim is to teach you how to solve. What is exactly on the graph. You have to plot this on the graph paper. You have perfect analysis because you're doing it on the graph, right? My third question is the number of employees whose income is below 8,500. Below. Okay. So from 8,500, you put a line up. Yes. Trace it this way. So I can say approximately, below means inwards. This is approximately 115 or 110. So there are 115 workers whose salary, wages is below rupees 8,500. And the last question asked is salary of senior employee is above 11,500. How many employees are there in the company above 11,500? So above 11,500, which is this point, trace it up. Trace it this way. Yeah. The arrows are very essential. So this will be somewhere around 310 approx. My ending is 320. The last ending is 320. So how much is the gapping? Can I say 320 minus 310? There are 10 employees whose salary is above 11,500, right? So this is my last answer. 10, approx 10 to 12 workers. So guys, go through this question, right? This was your question number 14th. And after this, we are going to see the last question of this variety of our chapter. The last question, the 15th one. Okay, we have wages in rupees and we have number of workers. Again, there are totally 80 workers. Fine. So wages in rupees and the number of workers, which is going to be F. We also have to find CF. Okay, wages in rupees is 400 to 450. It goes on. 450 to 500. 500 to 550. 600. 650. 700. 750. Number of workers 2, 6, 12, 18. 24, 13, 5. You find out the cumulative frequency for ogive sums always. 2 plus 6, 8 plus 12, 20 plus 18, 38 plus 24, 62 plus 13, 75 plus 5, that's going to be capital N. Now let's observe what is asked in the question. Okay, let's observe what is asked in the question. Okay, now in the graph, They're asking me the median, the lower quartile and the number of workers who earn more than 625 rupees daily. These are daily wages. Okay, so on the graph, okay, the scale given is 2 centimeter as 50 rupees on the x-axis, and on the y-axis it goes till 80. So you can take, definitely you can take 1 centimeter as 4 or 2 centimeter as 8 workers. This is on the y-axis. It's not starting from 0, so there is going to be a kink. So it starts from here, let's say 400, 450, 500, 550, 600, 650, 700, 750. And 8, 16, yeah, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64. You need to go till 80. So 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72 and 80. Y-axis. Y-axis is the number of workers. CF. X-axis is the daily wages in rupees. So first plot is always going to be with the upper limit. With 450 you plot a 2. Okay. With 400 nothing. With 450 you plot a 2. Then you plot 8. The next is 20. Between 16 and 24 exactly at the center is going to be 20. The next is 38. Yeah, 38 is going to be between 32 and 34, that is 36. Between them is going to be 38. The next is 62. Alright, between 56 and 64 we have 60. And between 60 and 64 we have 62. 75. Somewhere around here. And finally we have 80. Okay. Join. 0 to start with. Write down the coordinates by yourself. The first question, median. Can I say median lies in n by 2th, that is 40th term. Now 40, median lies in the 40th term. 40 lies between 38 and 62, so the answer is going to be higher one. This is going to be the range of median. Next. The next is lower quartile. Lies in n by 4th, right? N by 4th, that is 20th term. 20 is straight away out here. It's there. So 20, the answer is going to be 550 itself. This answer 40 lies between this. It will be closer to 600. Closer. Okay, let's plot this much. Q1 median, Q2 lies in 40th term. From 40 you trace it down. Trace it and trace it down. Okay. It will be somewhere around here. Somewhere around here. So you can say approximately 605. That is going to be the answer of my median. Around 610 you can say. 605, 610. Right. Second, 20th. 20th is going to be sharp at 550. So 550 is the answer of your Q1, lower quartile. They're asking number of workers who earn more than 625 per day. So from here, you trace the 625 upwards, trace it this way. More than that, that goes outwards, and upwards. Now, if you calculate, this answer comes out to be approximately 54, right? Above that, so can I say 80 minus 54, that makes it approx 24 to 26 workers, they earn more than 625 rupees wage as daily earnings. So guys, go through this question. Again, I'm saying they are very monotonous sums. We've taken 4 to 5 sums based on this. It was the same. The question answers go from X to Y, and for medians and quartiles go from Y to X. That's it. On the graph paper, you will get an answer very accurately. My answers can be a bit erroneous, a bit wrong out here to a certain extent. But definitely, my concept is not weak, not erroneous. You have understood the concept. So in this chapter, we've spoken about mean, 7 variations. We've spoken about median. Median, we've spoken about 3 types. Raw data, ungrouped data, group data. And for mode, 3 types. So in all, 7 plus 3 plus 3, there are 13 types of sums in this chapter. One question, one sum per type. I think it's sufficient for you to notice how the things flow. Are you getting it? So hope you have understood this chapter, right? Thanks, guys.